Hey everyone, and welcome to a guide for Tunic. This time we're going to be getting the Bring It to the Wrong Fight achievement, so let's get started. The achievement needs you to unlock the gun before you unlock the sword, so the first thing we're going to do is start a new save file so we don't have a sword. Fortunately, this achievement only takes about 5 minutes, so it's not going to be too much of a hassle. And one of the first things we're going to do is just check our options, because you can actually complete this achievement with the no fail mode on, which is under accessibility there. And what this allows you to do is just take as many hits as you want and not die, which definitely gives you one less thing to worry about. So now we're going to pick up the stick, because we're going to need that for hitting a few things later. And next thing we're going to do is give ourselves a free firebomb with a little code on your D-pad or arrow keys if you're on PC. I'll put that in the description rather than reading it out here, because it will just take a little bit too long to read out and also will be a bit confusing. So we're going to chuck that firebomb over at these bushes and that will clear them out the way. We're going to dive on through and over to this door and input the code on there, again using your holy cross or D-pad or arrow keys. Then we've got this first chest here, which is going to contain a card which reduces our health to 1, but means anytime we hit something it catches fire. This second chest has some berries in to restore some mana, which isn't too important, but it will be useful a little bit later. We'll just equip that sword and get those berries on. Now we can actually just ignore these people and run straight past, because we are invincible and don't need to worry about getting hit. If you were doing this without the no fail mode, you'd definitely want to be a lot more cautious and you'd want to pick up a couple of checkpoints along the way, but we don't need to worry about that. So we're just going to clear these bushes with the stick of fire that we've now got, and we're going to head down this back path so that we can head on through to this area here. We can again just ignore these things here. We'll just hit this fella so that he's going to die whilst we knock this down. Then we're going to head over this bridge and up this ladder. Probably take a hit here because, oh no, we managed to get past. Up this ladder here. There's our hit. Run straight past those fellas. And now we're just going to run along here. This isn't a necessary step, but we want to pick up the wand before heading up to the mountain door, because it will just be useful for dealing with a couple of enemies in the quarry, which is where we'll find the gun. So now that we've got the wand, we'll just equip that and we'll ignore the enemies on the way back. We should have a few of those floating heads, but fortunately they're not very accurate. So now we can head up these stairs and up towards the top of the mountain. This will just be a case of running through this area and down a path on the other side of the mountain door, which will lead us to the quarry. We can just ignore any pages we see on the ground because we don't need them. We're just doing this as quickly as possible. So now there's going to be a bit more running as we just pass through this area, down these stairs, and actually not too far to go now, which is nice. We could be quite risky. I say risky, we could just be a little bit quicker and go and run straight through all of these enemies, because why not? They're not going to kill us, but I do like to clear them out a little bit at least. So now that those three are going to be dead, we can use our wand on this ranged fella who's a pain in the arse, and this one here. Just hit this fella as well. Again, we can dive out the way and fire should finish off the job there. And now we'll just kill these people. We're going to play it cautious and avoid hits if possible. No particular reason, but it just makes my screen a little bit less of a sensory overload. Okay, we've taken a hit, so we can get the final 2 hits on that fellow with the wand. which is why the wand is useful, because otherwise those guys are a pain to kill with the sword. And then we move over to this chest and pick up our gun. And that's the achievement unlocked. I do already have it on this file, so that's why it didn't pop up there. And something else to note with it is you can ignore those enemies and go up to the chest. You don't have to fully open it, so long as you've hit A on it. Then it will start opening. You might get interrupted, but the achievement will still pop. And that is everything you need to know for this achievement. So if you're looking for more videos, then check out my channel. But until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.